There's nothing like what I'm doing, assisting people in realizing their own state of high vibration and then holding that to the point where they begin to see everything happening for them effortlessly. Welcome to Worthiness Wednesday. I'm Perry Gruber, the Enlightenment Guy. For over a decade, I've helped people master their mindsets so they can create lives they love and get results without the burnout and the hustle. And today, I've got a great Worthiness Wednesday episode for you. We're going to talk today about worthiness. And in order to talk about worthiness, I have to give you a sense of what it is I'm referring to. Worthiness. It is a state of being in which you are clear that you are loved by the universe, and your clarity isn't based on faith. Faith is necessary when you don't have evidence. It's not based on trust either. Trust is when you have so much evidence that you know that what you trust is trustworthy. It's not based on belief either. Belief is what you experience when you have a little bit of evidence that gives you a sense of something, and so you believe it. So faith, belief, and trust, that's not what I'm talking about today with regard to worthiness. When you feel worthy, you know that the universe loves you. And as a result of that, you just move through the world in a state of peace and security, knowing that all is well and everything you want is unfolding. And because of being in that state, your life experience has to mirror that, because life is a mirror. And so, indeed, as you move through life, filled with worthiness, everything you desire unfolds effortlessly. Now, the trick to this, in order to really experience the state of worthiness I'm talking about, is you have to be in awareness that you're an eternal being and that all the power that you have exists in the now. I talk about this with all of my clients. It's one of the major things we focus on in the positively focused practice, is getting people to a state of realization that everything they want is here now, but it's in the state of becoming. It's in the moment of becoming. It's in the state of being that has not yet manifested because, and there are lots of reasons, but the main reason is the person who is allowing is not quite a match to that manifestation. But when you get into the state of awareness that I'm talking about, the state of worthiness, then you don't feel the lack because you feel the presence of that which you're wanting in non-physical as a vibrational reality, soon to become a manifested reality. And in this episode, I want to share with you a long-term client. Her name is Lisa, who has, after many years of the practice, has come into the state of worthiness that I'm describing here. She's been with me several years, as I said, and through that time, she's moved through a lot of contrast. Contrast is experiences of life that most people interpret as negative that actually is positive because it helps the individual calibrate to the desires that are manifesting. She's had a lot of that contrast, and as a result of learning the positively focused framework, she's been able to use that contrast to her benefit. And so she's come into this state of worthiness. Now I'm going to play a clip for you so that Lisa, in her own words, can share with you what that state of worthiness feels like. And she's going to be referring to a guy named Chris. Chris is a guy she manifested a couple of years ago into her life, who represented a quantum leap between the kinds of men she was meeting before and who he represents himself as. But as I say in all of my client conversations, every manifestation brings with it more contrast because we are eternal beings on a constant state of expansion. And so we never arrive at any destination. And so Chris brought contrast that required Lisa to lean even more into her vibrational mastery. And what you're going to hear is exactly the state of being I strive to teach all my clients to realize. Take a listen.
And for the first time ever that I can ever remember in my adult life, I am doing the now really well. I mean, I'm
I
looking
love
towards
hearing
the
that.
future,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but for the first time, I'm not thinking to myself, well, when I lose 50 pounds, I'll feel good. Or when Chris moves in, I'll feel good. Or when my money situation changes, I'm going to be great. Or I can't wait for this to happen. It's like right now, every day, every single day, I've been feeling so good. And I know it's not just because Chris moved in. I
That's right.
think I
It's
was there
not.
already.
Yep. You had to be. That's right. You had to be there already in order to get the version of Chris you're having. That's right. And that process started like a year ago.
Yeah, but it's a version of me because even if he moved in a year ago, I would have been saying in this scenario, I would have been saying, well, as soon as he gets full-time gigs, we'll be doing
I
great.
know.
Or as
Yep. I
soon
know.
as, Aaron and Chelsea buy
Yep.
this house, we'll be good.
Yep. Yep.
And every single day and every minute of every day, I have been feeling fulfillment like I can't believe, and contentment and joy. And it's like, I told him, I don't even really feel like any of this has to transpire for me to feel better. It's like it's there.
There you go,
And
Lisa.
he got it. And I
Yep.
got it.
Can you see the wonder? Can you hear the wonder in Lisa's voice? Can you see how she's saying she's never been in this state before since she's been an adult? This is what it feels like to become a master of the positively focused framework. And in this state of being, where you perceive happiness in the now as a constant state of being, then you know you're in tune with everything you desire. And like she said, there's nothing missing. Even though there's weight she can lose, there's houses she could buy, there's houses she could sell, even though those things are still in the works, she's still finding herself joyous in the now. And that is what is allowing all of these things she was wanting to realize to happen effortlessly. And they are. It's so good knowing what I know, but it's even better sharing what I know with people who are eager to discover their version of what I know, and then have those people, as a result of leaning into the positively focused framework, come into states of being like Lisa just described. It is the epitome of life experience, an experience where you know you're worthy because the universe loves you and wants you to be there in that state of worthiness. And when you get there, life shows up as the charmed life I've been talking about in all of my videos, especially the Worthiness Wednesdays videos, where I give examples, just like Lisa's here, of clients who are coming into their own version of the charmed life. There's nothing like it, and there's nothing like being the facilitator, the uplifter. There's nothing like me, what I'm doing. There's nothing like what I'm doing, assisting people in realizing their own state of high vibration and then holding that to the point where they begin to see everything happening for them effortlessly. Okay, that's it for this episode. If you want your version of what Lisa just described. There are lots of people out there offering all kinds of avenues to that state of being. Some are more effective than others. But if you find yourself drawn to want to work with me, reach out. I'm happy to add more clients to my roster, at this point anyway. All right. I'll see you in the comments. Ask a question if you doubt anything you've heard. I'd love to engage with you. And if not in the comments, I'll see you in the next video.